Yeah, the schedule
I think
makers
we're
didn't
away
really do them any favors,
at
but
the
if they can win
Pittsburgh
here,
Steelers today.
2-0 on the road, they can be well set up for the rest of the year.
Right, let's go get some.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And down it goes.
Flag, what for?
Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Didn't see that. Right.
Yeah, this is going to put him back
Gotta
on
accept
not
that.
great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb the penalty when you get
try
a
put a bit of pressure on
then the penalty brings
Roethlisberger.
it back. Great field position, as you pointed out, not in this case.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. The numbers for Bell on the ground of the game last week.
He's going to be in the Jet, playing for the Jets this year.
92 yards and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in Week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get to play action and throw the ball deep later on.
Pressure, pressure.
Underneath for Bell.
It's all right, it's all right.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just
only
two.
a gain of 2 yards.
Third down.
I'll put some pressure on him.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, Roethlisberger.
Come on, get around the back. There you go, there you go. Oh, he just escaped that tackle. Lucky, lucky.
Before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
That's poor there. Well, they're enjoying running the ball at the minute.
Now a first down carry by Bell.
Again.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second
so
and
we'll
9.
keep it tight while they're playing the run game.
Inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping.
Try breaking through, a bit of pressure on the QB.
And move laterally and open up a crease and they can run through. Didn't happen.
Run it again.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
That a bit of gain in share though.
3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense.
Get turnover early.
You're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much.
They made a lot of yards here.
And some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
No. I blew it. I done well.
Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
I thought we had him there.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Over the
that was sloppy.
And they'll get this well past midfield.
That's very poor. Thought I had the QB there.
A good pickup there at 22.
Just to send the dogs in.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back.
No gain there, really.
But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And his throw
nice, kept the pressure on.
Eli Rogers, the intended receiver.
Nowhere to go.
It's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the throwing football.
Every time on the third down, they're picking me off. Every time.
A yard or two shy of the 10. pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
It's been a good drive for them.
For James Conner. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of a yard gets him back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
This is where they've been doing the damage on the 3rd.
Securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
All right, let's go.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger.
Yes. Sacked. Oh, they're going to go for the field goal here, I tell you. So it could have been worse.
They had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal.
Oh, my God, no! Oh, I got lucky there.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10, just shy of the 30.
Hopefully Watkins. Let's see.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him.
Yeah.
Able to get this one
nice, easy start. The train's rolling. I'm going to go with a little slant.
Start the drive there, 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Finding room inside the 40. This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
It's a nice start. First 2 plays.
26.
Got the first down on both times.
Gain of 27.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision.
All right, going to try Kelsey over the top.
Getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now Mahomes. The tight end
again.
Kelsey has it over the middle.
Go Kelsey. Booyah.
Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey,
that's how you do it.
His first touchdown of the new season, and the Chiefs are in for 6.
Just make it simple with a pat
it's
attempt.
Nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
Right, going to shove it straight down the pipeline. Let's go.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Right.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. On second down, Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. a hot route, so to speak.
Right. Let's keep this going.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. This is Bell on the dump off.
No.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works
Fair
it
save
past
there.
the 50. That one good for 14
Got punished.
yards and a Steeler first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. This one complete.
Not bad. At least I stopped him getting in the first time.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. 2 minutes to play here.
This is when it's been a strong all game in the third.
Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder coming up at halftime. The coach is back. He made it through the first weekend. That's the good news, and he's going to regale you with stats and scores from around the NFL.
Shift it to the left.
Early games in week 2.
No, let's go again.
I think he did. He's just happy that he is far away in Orlando. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
Oh, that's poor. That was very poor.
Successful, Boney Tony Brown.
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. I'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Quick throw here, that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
It's a bit of a drag.
Use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
It's a good drive so far.
Here's Roethlisberger finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Looks like they're destined for a touchdown on this drive.
12-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ben to throw again.
Hits! Oh, yes. Didn't see that one coming, did you?
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best
to
never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead,
right, we've got Williams coming up the backfield, or Watkins long. With Mahomes' arm. You know it's going to look dangerous. And it's Watkins. He's off. He's off. Arm attack time. Oh, yeah.
Touchdown.
That's what we like.
Sammy Watkins, 88 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season
with a goal for touchdown, picked him off. First play.
Every single one of the guys
Watkins
who's going
deep.
to touch the football, they all have those types of
Mahomes
goals,
rocket.
those types of thoughts.
Say no more.
Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Alright, it's got a double buzz.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st first down. It's Roethlisberger.
There you go. Oh.
It's loose. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as
Should have had that. Should have been a fumble recovery. Never mind.
From the shot
27 seconds in. Pressure's on. Pressure's on. Take that sack.
Justin Houston. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Nah, I would say that's half time. Getting him 14-3. I'm happy with that. Let's roll that clock down. Them points ain't going to change. There we go.
We've reached halftime with a
well, it's half-time.
On top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we
ain't been that explosive for me, but I'm tired. It's been a long day today. So, I'm still happy going in with the lead.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone.
Go, 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 go. Nice return. Nice return.
He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Right,
Here
let's
comes
go.
the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it.
Let's go,
to
Kelsey.
Quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead.
Gotta go with Travis over the top.
And what I'm thinking is that
see if they read it.
Offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on. Here's what we think
Nope,
they're
they
going to
didn't.
do to attack.
Well, they couldn't stop him anyway.
Nice first half that we've had, guys. But
Oh, gonna mix it up with the run game now.
We're going to see them when we kick it off.
Gonna drive it in.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ware takes the give from Mahomes. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Third quarter, and you've
got
got
it's got to be a slant, right?
3-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team.
Just try getting over that line, and then put our thinking caps back on.
Now Mahomes throwing.
Oh no!
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Oh no! Oh no! That was sloppy. I didn't see him coming on the outside there.
And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, and pays
that was
off.
very poor.
Back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches
very
just
poor.
About intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers.
That's what you do. You take your eyes off the prize.
All game long, all practice long, every meeting, get the football. That's what they want.
They'll start the drive with a carry.
No, sloppy.
Not able to push his way forward here for a good little game.
I've got to block that hole up.
Pick up, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He keeps running it. Right.
He's read a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
I keep running it on the inside, so let's try plugging up.
Again, it's Bell. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Got to pinch you up there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the
try one more. If it ain't working, we've got to mix up.
Hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They're going heavy left.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
That's all right, that's all right.
A lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the
it's
defender.
Got a crash blitz.
Find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd down, it's
there you go. Read that one well.
Familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
So I'm talking about, Josie.
And now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do.
Try adjusting on the outside.
They stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And even better.
And he's through. And he's through. Oh, he was just about to take the sack, so he quickly got out his hands. He knew I was bringing a heat.
The Kansas City defense tough to throw.
I'm happy with that.
And
It's
now
all
it's
right.
4th down.
Didn't want to concede no points, but 3's better than 6 to 8, depending.
And this one will
there you go.
not get there. It's off to the left anyway.
It's a poor kick.
Good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold.
Right,
Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it.
Let's stop burying this game.
Up no good.
On the run, it's Ware. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Right, well that worked. So we're going to go for another one.
Inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big
they're going strong right though.
Will take the bait and move
They've read it.
laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
No, they read that well.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Right, needs to try and gain some yardage. Get over that first yard line. We'll try Hill over the top. Watkins deep. See what we'll got.
Mahomes going to throw.
And there's Hill. No one's catching him. Oh, that was a good tackle.
And he takes it down deep.
Lovely throw by Mahomes.
Mahomes fighting
Him and Hill make a match made in heaven.
41 yards.
There will always be a place
right, let's try shifting it.
marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They go play action here on 1st down.
It's an underarm pass.
Here is complete.
Come on. What a play action that was. Did you see that pass, please?
On the year, and the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
That pass was unbelievable.
But now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people
hooked
to think
underarm
that
pass.
locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Backspurs. Oh. Well, I'm going to rest Hill, sadly, but what a way to go out. What's happened there? Did not give it. Can't believe it.
Mahomes now to throw.
Oh, come on. Would you have bar in your gloves? That was a joke.
First down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm
I cannot believe that.
Down in this situation,
That was so poor.
That gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he will take it on in.
There you go. Go Kelsey. Go Kelsey. It's your birthday.
With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Oh, Joe. Right,
That
okay.
drive that really increased their cushion. Felt very
I don't know, that kick
military
looks
to
a
me.
bit lackluster.
Precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision
Booyah.
to take it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit,
keep playing the same fucking play.
In the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
And that's the end of the third. Quarter to go.
Pittsburgh.
Looking comfortable.
With the football, but trailing here as we get going.
Reduce them to 1 field goal. Can't grumble over that.
Let's go.
Oh, nearly got caught offside.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they're able to bring
Quality
him down
catch by
at the
Brian there.
20. 6 yards is the pickup.
One-hander, under pressure, Roethlisberger.
Antonio Brown, AB, with just one hand to complete that catch. Is there anything
Gonna
he
shift it
can't
to
do?
Bell.
He
Let's
has
go.
just continued to impress year after year, hasn't he?
He has never forgotten that he wasn't considered.
Now Ben,
And there's the fumble. There's the recovery.
It's picked up by the Chiefs. And
Oh, yes.
fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard
Pretty
line.
similar to what I did earlier. Take your eyes off that.
Kind of a
Pressure
deficit,
coming.
You can't afford to make any kind of mistakes.
Got to hold on to that
pretty
ball.
symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth
Yeah, you'd
quarter.
say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last
Come
drive
on,
when they got
Casey.
into the end
Let's
zone.
go.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's going to go as
All
a
right,
loss
let's
of
try
a
a
yard,
fade.
and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been
They've read it very
intercepted,
well so far.
but it winds up falling incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception.
Conley over the top,
drive.
looking
They had
good.
a chance there to
Watkins.
finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's
Far
why a
post,
lot of
all we
those
got,
guys
all we
do
got.
not play offense.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is caught.
There you go.
For the touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Conley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
He's going to take a knee
This is
there.
taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take
Saw
the
free
field.
blood.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown.
All right.
That's a no-no.
4 minutes and 40 seconds left.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. You
Just
got
run
the
that
big
clock
lead
down.
defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you
I'll
work
be
on your
happy.
tackle.
One more touchdown.
Tackle them after the catch.
Let's turn this ball over.
inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A screen
No,
to
sloppy.
Bell.
I did that as well.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
For a second, there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an
broke
opening.
through.
Still, ended up
Should
with
have
a
kept my
solid
composure
game.
and had him.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They fooled. Let's go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Steelers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Yeah, they've been good.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down. But
been so poor on the 3rd down today.
50. So now 1st and 10.
Should have played more zone although on the 3rd. We know they're passing it.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going
Take
to be
that.
swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Take
We've
a
been
bow,
around this
son.
league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll run it now out of the gun. And
we knew that one was coming.
A familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
How'd that do?
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got
It's caught at the 10.
A quality throw, but the defending diabolical there. Unbelievable. So sloppy.
His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Let's go down to the 2-minute warning. Just run that clock down. Try to finish it off with a touchdown.
Pure speed is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result.
Let's shift this
Nothing
play
you
now.
can do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Let's go.
And now here comes Kansas City. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game.
Kelsey over the top. Harris up the middle.
Comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before. On the flip side of this, and all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them?
Let's just run it down. Couple of run plays now. Let's just run this down.
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need
Gonna
to
go over sweep. Strong toss.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Let's just burn it.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Go on, run in behind, Get the first down. There we go.
Before he's brought down.
Watch that clock dwindle down.
That's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 7 yards on the pick up there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run
Watkins
is
is looking good here.
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt
See if they bring the heat.
Staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
There we go.
Caught by
Watkins,
for a
there you
Chiefs
go.
touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Well,
looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
touchback. Oh, just over. Bit too much lever on that.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And we'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks
What did I
get it
do
done
there?
different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he's taken down a cheap sack. And
How'd you
now
like that?
they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So the sack and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Let's go.
Now it's Roethlisberger.
Let's go.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts.
Use all you
clock
want.
Stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now before the second down, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On second down, here's Roethlisberger.
Go.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game for a fight for
when it's picked.
Intercepted. Picked off
There we
by
go.
Scandrick. And inside of 10 seconds.
Bit of Mahomes magic at the end.
Whistles and a timeout on the field.
Please. Here we go. You know we're going verticals on this pitch. Hill. I want to see you tear up that turf.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
Let's go.
Mahomes going to throw it here. They're going deep.
There we go. There we go. So I said, what did I say? There we go.
He takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little
Shall we
extra
take the
on
real
top.
piss?
I tell you, Charles,
I think so.
you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's
never mind.
Stuff.
Well,
Charles, it's one
that's
thing
it
to
for
win.
today.
It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
2-0. Start of the Kansas City Chiefs franchise.
Themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.
Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.